From Toho, that's right, the company that brought you Godzilla, comes the new horror film Exit 8 in theaters in the US, courtesy of Neon. This is a mind bender of a horror film. It feels very much like a nightmare, and it's just fascinating and absorbing. It's a bit of a slow burn, and the basic premise is that a young man who is having a conversation with his recent ex-girlfriend, who has just informed him that she's pregnant and what are we going to do about this, is trying to get off a train in Japan on the subway and just get on another train and go to her. Unfortunately, he finds himself trapped in an MC Escher-esque never-ending series of hallways that do not allow him to get to his final destination. So what this story is this young man basically realizing, I'm in some kind of a really bizarre loop here that is something other than natural, and how do I get out? Now, there are presented in the course of the film essentially rules that he needs to follow to sort of puzzle out what is wrong here, what is right here, and how do I get to this perpetually just out of reach Exit 8. And that's the movie, basically. It's a film of very few characters. It is in Japanese with English subtitles, but there's not a tremendous amount of dialogue to this, and it's so compelling. I want to say visually compelling, which it is, even though the visuals are basically these twists and turns, these same twists and turns we see throughout the entire film of this white-tiled hallway in a Japanese subway. And it's just, you are with the character. Literally, you are with the character when it starts. It's POV when it starts. It eventually switches to a more regular narrative style of film. But it uses surround sound expertly to the degree where sometimes you think something is just behind you, but it really draws you into being with this character. Not a lot of films use the surround channels as well as I wish they did, and it was a nice surprise to see that this film really effectively used it. Sometimes to be creepy, and sometimes more to just put you in this trapped world of this guy. Who is he going to spend the rest of his life trying to figure out how to get out of these same twists and turns? And part of, I don't want to say too much about it, but part of what he has to do is figure out what's different. Is something off here? The whole thing is off, but is something off in this section? And if so, should I proceed or should I turn back? And as he goes, things are presented to him. I'm not going to say what, but it becomes more and more disturbing and surreal, and makes you wonder, what are we seeing and why? And it's I thought it was really good. It's really good. If you're an adventurous horror fan, adventurous meaning if you are open to something that's not in English and something that takes, it is a bit of a puzzle. You will notice things that the character does not, which is always a little bit nice if you're one step ahead of the character at times. And ultimately, it's got some heartfelt stuff in it. It's got some really nightmarishly disturbing stuff in it. And it just reminds me of so many bad dreams I've had where you're trying to do something simple and you just can't. You need to go down a hallway and out the door, and the door's not there, or the stairs keep changing, or you forgot your keys or something. This movie plays on that. So very good film, currently in theaters from the company that brought you Godzilla, Exit 8.